Hey guys, I'm Hallie and this is my YouTube channel. I'm excited and I'm going to be filming my everyday glam. And this is it. Natural but still coverage. Natural eyes, natural brows, natural lip, but still you can tell we're makeup. And I love it, and this is what you're going to be seeing today. So let's get on with the video. And I'll be using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in medium brown. Just going to be filling in the sparse areas because my brows are pretty full already. Like so. I really need them waxed. You can see all my little hairs. And that looks pretty good. If I need to go back in later, I will. So next I'm going to carve them out with my Kylie Cosmetics concealer in the shade Birch. It's a little, I think it's a little too peach for me, but it still works if I blend it in. I'm just gonna pop it on with my Morphe MB47 brush. It's like a little flat top brush and I love it for the brows because it just like glides right underneath. I'm back. I had to go pick up my sister. So last time I saw you, I filled in my brows and carved them out, and now I'm gonna set them with some powder. And I'm gonna use my Coty Airspun. Okay. So next, I'm just gonna do a simple eyeshadow look with my LauraLee Cat's Pajamas palette. I'm so excited. I just got this in the mail 2 days ago. I got to dip into it once, and it's just so beautiful. I love LauraLee. So, just finding my brushes here. I also bought some new brushes today at Ulta. I bought 3 new brushes. I bought Morphe M586, M433, and M431. They look like that. And I already have this one. Well, it's my sister. She gave it to me. M441, Holy Grail. And this Kylie brush that came in her peach palette, which I don't have anymore. But, okay. So I think I'm going to start off with the M441 and just dip in to Bomb Diggity and start in the crease. I'm kind of just learning at eyeshadow. I love doing the base of skin and stuff, but I'm just kind of getting used to eyeshadow because I just have never really done it before. I'm not that good at art and things like that. So I'm just getting started and I really, really like it. It's fun. But we'll learn together. So I'm just kind of doing windshield wiper motions and blending it into the crease and kind of like the outer edge, like winging it out a little bit. And a little bit under kind of do, just to like blend it all seamlessly. And that looks pretty good for a nice transition shade. I'm gonna go in a little bit more on the outer edge and just blend it back. I'm sorry if the lighting's bad. Excuse me. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to take that Kylie brush and dip into Cray Cray right here. A little bit deeper than Bomb Diggity and just tap off the excess and go right in the crease. Right there where like my eye opens to just deepen it. Just go back and forth to give my eyes some dimension because my eyes are so small and skinny, almond shaped, that this gives them some more dimension. I think that's looking pretty good. Proud of myself for actually getting a start on eyeshadow. So, but again, just right under there by my eyeball and the crease. Just blending that. And that looks pretty good to me. Not used to sitting over here. I usually sit back there. So next I'm going to take my brand new brush. It's a more flat blender. It's the M433. I'm gonna dip into Kooky down here. It's maroon, pretty shade. Just a little bit. So pigmented. I just dipped into it one time. Tap off some of that excess powder and just go more on the outer edge, outer V right here, and barely into the crease. Like this, like so. Just to give it some more depth and color. And I like to just connect it down to the bottom like that. And then we'll clean up the edges later. Just barely in the crease and the outer V of my eyeball. And a little bit underneath. Just blend everything together. I think it looks pretty and natural because I wear this out to the store or to school or something. Which I'm out of school right now. I'm finally on summer vacation. I just graduated, which is crazy, and I'm done with high school already. It really goes fast. I know everybody says that, but it really, really does. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the M506, this tiny little black brush, pencil brush, and dip into Cray Cray again, and just go really close underneath my lashes. There. And connect it on the outer edge. Okay. Simple eyeshadow look. And I'm actually going to go into, I think, Scatterbrain. It's so pretty. It's such a pretty gold shade right here. And put it on the lid. Grab my Fix Plus, which is the best thing in the whole world. So I'm going to dip into Scatterbrain on both sides of this little flat LauraLee London brush. Probably had it in an Ipsy as well. Tap it off a little bit. Give it a little spritz. Fix Plus. And pop it on the inner eyelid. Somebody's honking outside. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Go, Laura. And she just released that Nudie Patootie palette. I want to try it so bad. But I got this one. Instant. That's such a pretty shade. And I think I might actually dip into Redonkulous. This one right here, and just do it like on the outside to blend them together. I think that looks pretty cute. And we're done with the eyeshadow. I think it's pretty. Let's put my Fix Plus over here. And I'm going to add some top mascara. And then we'll go into the face. My favorite part. I'm using the Benefit They're Real mascara in the brown shade. I love brown mascara because I have green eyes and I just think it makes them pop. So, go in with this. Okay. Natural mascara. Natural eyes. I love it. Okay. Next is my favorite part. Foundation. So I'm going to go in with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer foundation because I have really dry skin. And I always take it on my little e.l.f. small stipple brush. I just do 1 or 2 pumps and blend it all over face. My skin's so dry. Like, I have normal skin, but in the winter my skin's pretty dry. But it's summer right now, so I'm okay. So blend this all over her face. Sorry if you just heard my dog bark. And that looks pretty good. And I'm also going to take a little bit of MAC Strobe Cream. This is my favorite. Just put a little bit on this brush. And just dab it on kind of the high points of my face. Blend it in. Or underneath the foundation to look more glowy. Because I love looking glowy and dewy. On the nose, chin. I'm sorry if the lighting's terrible. Sorry, my dog's barking as well. Okay, next is my favorite part, foundation. So I'm going in with my favorite foundation, the Nars Radiant Creamy, I think. Yes, Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, Shake Well, in shade Vanuatu. I don't know. And it's a little dark for me because I was wearing it during prom. And I was very tan for prom. So I'm going to do 2 pumps of that. And I'm actually going to add just a tiny bit of the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD Foundation Longwear Illuminating Foundation in white. I know this is a little risky, but a little bit, mix them together with, not this brush. With this little concealer brush. Mix them together really quick. And the lighter you dab, the fuller the coverage, but it's hard for me to dab lightly. Okay, that looks pretty good. Next, I'm gonna go back in with that Kylie concealer. Okay, so I added a little concealer and set my face off camera. I went in again with the Kylie concealer, and I love it because it's actually really dewy and not too drying under my eyes because I have normal dry skin, so I look kind of pale. But I'm gonna do some contour, and I also use the Coty Airspun on my face to set it. So I'm gonna use the Park Avenue Princess by Tarte, this palette. I love it. My cousin got it for me for Christmas. I'm gonna use that to contour, and I'm gonna use the shade Carrot. Just tap off. I'm just gonna do a little contour. I like to do it like where I have kind of a line right here. I like to do it a little bit above that and bring it up, kind of like this, so it doesn't drag my face down. And as you can see, I cleaned up my eyeshadow with this Morphe contour and highlight sponge, and it'll blend away. Just gonna do some slight contouring for right now, and also bring it up around the temples. And it eventually blends out. And you can always go in with Beauty Blender over it too to blend it out. I'm gonna go in with this Morphe B40 brush. This is the best nose contour brush ever. It looks big, but the shape of it, I love it. It's my sister's, but I steal it because she steals my stuff, so we share. So I'm just gonna go in and do a slight nose contour. I think it looks more pinched. Just blend it on the sides, and then I'm gonna take the Morphe sponge again and go in with these lighter shades over here and dip in, and a lot comes off. And I'm going to go along the sides of my nose to clean it up and down the center. So just kind of down the sides like this, and carefully down the center, and then I like to go up on the forehead too to brighten it, like that. And I think it looks more snatched. And I also will go back in with this powder later too. I think it looks really skinny. Okay, so for bronzer, I'm gonna go in with my Butter palette. Once I saw this at the store, I had to buy it right away. It smells so good. If you don't have this, or any Butter collection, go get it. You won't be disappointed. It smells so good. And there's a perfume in it. So I'm gonna go in with my favorite bronzer brush. It is Wet n Wild. That's all I know. It's Wet n Wild. My favorite bronzer brush. I'm just gonna, it's called Medium Bronzer and Deep Bronzer. I'm gonna tap in and tap off. This doesn't have a mirror though. So I'm gonna go in with this and bronze up the skin because I love looking bronze. I think it's so pretty. Even because it's in deep bronzer, it's a little dark for me, but I still think it looks beautiful if you like blend it back into the hair. And on the other side, it makes the contour look more natural, I think, once you add bronzer. Bronzer's like, well, not really. Bronzer is my almost favorite step. I also like to go on the forehead just to make it bronzed and beautiful. I also like to take it down the neck a little bit just to blend everything together. And now we're going to go into my favorite step of the whole entire look, blush. I love blush. I'll never get tired of blush. Blush makes me happy. I love putting on blush. So I actually put on 2 blushes. And my sister always laughs at me because I'm obsessed with blush. So first, I like to go with the Burt's Bees blush in Toasted Cinnamon. Kathleen Lights raves about this, so I bought it. I'm going to go in with this M405. I love this blush brush. So I just dip in. This is like brown, but what I like to do is blend this in kind of up on the back, not so much on the apple, but more like backwards. And then I'll go in with a more like pinky or rosy tone blush that I love. I like peach blush, but I'm more into like mauve, purple, not purple, but like mauve. And what I like to do is put this on first, and because that blends in with the bronzer, and then add blush. So like mix those two together, and I think it looks beautiful. So I'm going with the Colourpop Super Shot Cheek Matte Blush in the shade Cruel Intentions. I love these blushes. The texture is just so like indescribable. Could go with the same brush and just dip in, and it has no fallout, so it's hard to tell when there's some on there. So I like this brush because it fits right in the apples. So I just kind of do a little smile like this and pop it right on the apple, and then blend it back into the other blush. Like this. I just think blush adds so much to a look. A lot of people don't like blush. Like my sister does not wear blush often. I'm always like, let me put blush on you. And she's like, no. So, I love blush. I could just keep going. Okay. I think that's enough. I always add more later anyway. And then what I like to do is go in with Fix Plus. And it smells so good. And dry it off. I love my bracelets. And then I'll take my sponge, whatever one I'm using, Beauty Blender, and dab it in. I'll melt all the powders together, especially on the nose and up here. And it just blends everything together and it makes it look more like skin. And then what I like to do after this step is go in with my really brightening powder again and just take a little bit and just go right under the eye with it. And I think it like brightens up the whole look on that side, if you can tell. Just go in and it brightens right up under the eye, and I also go in on the nose again and on the forehead and a little on the chin. And I think it just brightens it up like Kim K. I want Kim K's brightening powder so bad. Okay, I think that looks better. And it cleans up the under eye eyeshadow again. And now the beautiful part, highlighter. So I've really been, my all-time favorite highlighter is the Ofra Rodeo Drive, of course. It's the most beautiful highlighter. But I've really been liking, I purchased Kylie Cosmetics monthly favorites, and this came in it, and I love it. It's really natural. So what I've been doing is taking the Y14 Morphe brush, dipping it in, and then just like applying just a little bit, making it look like natural, but like beautiful. Because I love a blinding highlight, but lately I've just been liking to look more natural, and I always take it above the brow. I could do like a right here, like that, and always up here, put it on the chin. And then what I do is I'll go in with a tinier brush. This is a Real Techniques multitask eye brush. And I dip into Rodeo Drive just a little bit and just place it like right on the tip of the cheekbone, and then blend it back a little bit. And I think it looks so pretty. I just put it right there on the side. And then, sorry, I take a teeny tiny brush like this, but this is eyeshadow one. A brush like, can't find it, like this, and I'll just take a teensy bit of this, and I gotta look in the mirror, and just place it really carefully on the nose, like this, and on the tip, and right here, and blend it in. I think there was black on that brush. There was black on it. So, I'm going to take this brush and try again, because there's black on that brush. So I'm going in with the Ofra highlighter and my M431 brush, really teeny brush, and I'm just gonna go in on my nose because there's black. I'm out of brush apparently. Okay, done with the beautiful highlighter. And now I just want to add more blush. I always want to add more blush. Okay, almost done with this look. My everyday type look. This is like everyday to an extreme, like dinner or something. I'll do my really basic everyday look in another video. So I'm gonna go in with a setting spray. I forgot to set my brows. I gotta set my brows. Gotta set my brows with the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. I love this. Some people don't like when their brows feel kind of crunchy, but I do. That means they're gonna stay on. It has two sides, like a long side and a short side, and I really like the short side for up in the front. And then I can switch it. Down. It's like hairspray for your brows. I used to do my eyebrows with Anastasia Dip Brow pomade. Like, I didn't do blocks, but I just did like, I like them better now with the pencil. Looks so much more natural and it matches my hair. They were so dark before. Alright, I'm gonna setting spray. I like to go in with two. First I go in with the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. Heaven on Earth. So I just do a couple. Sprays that because it's so expensive and just really gives a glowy look to the skin. And I just dab it in so it doesn't leave any dots or anything. And then I go in with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, which I just bought it off like a week ago because they got it in Ulta. I'm so happy about it. I love it. It's just like so beautiful. It smells fresh. And I again dab it in. Like so. And last but not least, lips. What kind of lip should I do? A nude. Shake it up. The Jeffree Star liquid lipstick. Beautiful packaging in Christmas Cookie. My favorite nude, except Mannequin, but I'm a little too deep for it right now. It's a little scary, but I love his liquid lipsticks. They're my all-time favorite. Once you wear them, you can't go back. You just can't. To another. I mean, you can wear other kinds, but for like an all day, I wear these. I can't feel them. They're not drying. Sorry. I just love this color. So natural, but beautiful. I'm gonna add a little gloss in the center, the Buxom Dolly gloss. Full on lip cream. It's tingly and it smells to me like sweet, like cupcake kinda, but then it's minty. It's the strangest thing. So this is dry and matte and it's beautiful, but I'm gonna add a little gloss in the center because I love gloss lately. Okay, I love that look. It's starting to get a little, it's not like really tingly, like uncomfortable. It just feels like minty. So pretty. Alright, I'm gonna take my hair down and we're gonna be finished. Thank you for watching my very first YouTube video.